I'm on an emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me. All right, that's a Vivian Green. Emotional roller coaster. How many of us have found ourselves in that position where you are on a roller coaster emotionally, trying to bear the energy to get up and move forward after having a harsh breakup? A lot of us have. But what you have to remember is that if you take your eyes off of the prize, which is you'll lose every time. All of us have been through it. And sometimes it's our just due diligence to be able to say something to help another person move forward. Sometimes a person will hold on to a past person for way too long and not leave the environment or leave the relationship. And when they finally leave, the other person now realizes who they lost and goes back and keeps pulling at the person. Be it energy, be it social media, putting certain things on the internet, be it what have you. What you've got to do is still keep that prize in mind, which is you. Looking at yourself, evaluating where you are and where you're going. The necessary steps that you need to take to move forward. Some of my girlfriends used to say, "Girl, Canada is not across the street. Why you keep going there?" Canada was my peace. Getting in that car, even sometimes not even listening to music, just that peace and quiet helped in my planning process. When I got there, even going over the border and being able to stop in certain areas, being able to go to parks where you can cycle and the waterfalls will cascade over that mountain, over that rock. That peace. Can you pay for peace? Peace is something that can give you great energy, great love, great support when you're going through some things. A lot of people don't realize that you must protect your peace. They think that hanging out all night, partying and gossiping about other people, those are all sides of you that are not actually giving back to you. You are on an emotional roller coaster every time you find yourself in certain situations that you know you should not have been a part of. You know, sometimes in order to rescue yourself, you've got to invest in you and not invest in someone else. And sometimes that might even sound selfish, but who else is going to save you? You can't expect other people to save you when you can't save yourself. Sometimes people will work against you by throwing dirt on your name, stealing your mail, all sorts of things. But regardless of what it is that they choose to do, you've got to keep that peace. Some people are still wondering, how she did that? How did he do that? It's not your business what another person is doing. You got enough to worry about with just your own circumstances. You know, sometimes I'll travel, and I know a lot of people say, "Man, she took some chances." But who else is going to take the chances for me? Who else? No one else can do it but you. Outside of God himself. And God is merely giving you the guidance. You ask for the guidance, and then you take the necessary steps. He's helping you along the way, especially because this is what you need. But you've got to see what your needs are as well. It's important that you realize that you are loved. You got to love yourself. And sometimes pulling yourself out of a harsh relationship, whether it be a friendship or that type of relationship where you are deeper in a friendship, I'll say. You've got to choose you. You've got to make the necessary steps to keep your own sanity. Thank you so much for joining us, because it is so lovely being you. Love yourself. Thank you.